Hello and welcome back. So today I wanted to go through one of the series I've been doing on my channel, reading the first lines of books in a specific category. So today I want to read the first lines of books on my favorite shelf in the middle grade category. So I guess without further ado, let's jump in. First one we'll start with is Nevermore. The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is a fantasy, high fantasy for middle grade, I would say. There's a prologue. When there's a prologue, I read the prologue first sentence and the first chapter first sentence, and then I will read out loud to you, whichever one is better. Ooh. Okay, they're both so good. See, that's a sign of a good book, I think. Well, I think. Anyway, so I kind of want to read them both to you, but I guess we'll go with the prologue. The journalists arrived before the coffin did, which is a really interesting, odd way to start a middle grade book. But it does very much speak to the atmosphere of the whole book, I would say. So yeah, that is that one. So I guess this one is in top billing at the moment. Ooh, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. Mackesy? I'm still not sure if it's Maxie or Mackesy. But let's see, this is such a beautiful book. That's the intro. Okay, with these videos, if the first sentence is too short, I will go to the second sentence. So the first sentence is hello. So that's too short. I'm going to go to the next sentence, which is, I'm so small, said the mole. In and of itself, it is not a great first lines, but that is the kind of story this is. It's very simple, thought-provoking thoughts, and very much big ideas in a few words. So the mole saying, I'm so small, or I'm very small, once you keep reading, you understand that he's also speaking metaphorically. So I do think it's a powerful first sentence given what you know about the story. But if you don't know anything about the story, it's kind of a weak first sentence. I don't know. This one's a tough one. But I'm going to definitely put it below Nevermore. This is fun. The next one we're going to do is The 13 and a Half Lives of Captain Blue Bear. I got this edition from Chantel at Chantel Reads All Day. When they were moving. So this is a big book. Okay? And it is interspersed with like different fonts and different elements of all sorts. There's lots of pictures, puzzles. Yeah, there's a lot in this book. It is quite the tale of Captain Blue Bear. It's very, very cute. I highly recommend it. But let's see what the first line is. People usually start life by being born. Okay. Again, it's one of those books that, in hindsight, I get why this is a clever way to start. Without knowing any of the context of the story, it's kind of a weird way to start, but I like it. We are going to put it below these two, though. Okay, some of these might lean more towards a little bit older middle grade, but I'm gonna count it because these are just in my middle grade section on my favorite shelf. So the next one is Flunked by Jen Kalanita. This is a fairy tale school setting. first line. Sometimes spying on low-level royals can be so boring. Yeah. It's good. It's kind of middle of the road for me, so I'm putting it at the bottom. We've got The Wild Robot by Peter Brown. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this book or watched the movie. The movie is so, so good. I love the art style. Anywho, the first line for The Wild Robot is, our story begins on the ocean with wind and rain and thunder and lightning and waves. I like it. It might be because I have a very big spot in my heart for the ocean, but also it starts off like someone's telling a child a grand story, and that's just how it begins. I love it. So I'm gonna put it below these two. Next up, The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen. This is a fantastic series. I love it. If I had to do it all over again, I would not have chosen this life. Super well done. I love this. This is going really well. These middle grades start off great. I gotta put it below The Wild Robot just because I love that style of storytelling. Like when it really embraces storytelling. Artemis Fowl by Owen Colfer. It's been a while since I read this series. This one also has a prologue, so let's read both. Okay, definitely going with the prologue. And this one starts off with a question, so I'm going to do the question and answer part. How does one describe Artemis Fowl? Various psychiatrists have tried and failed. That's a good first sentence, because that's like, he's obviously seen a psychiatrist, and why is he so hard to describe? Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna put it below The False Prince, though. Mr. Limoncello's Library by Chris Grabenstein. Really great series. This is one of those series that starts off amazing and then kind of gets lower star as the series goes, but I still highly recommend it. It's very fun. This is how Kyle Keeley got grounded for a week. I mean, it might appeal to some kids, but overall, I think there are a lot stronger first sentences. So I'm gonna put it below Captain Blue Bear. Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. This is a really cute, fun book, and it's very short, and there's lots of pictures in it. But it is a fun little story. There was only orange juice in the fridge. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. Let's see what... This is a retelling. A Goose Girl retelling. It's very good. And I actually love almost, I think all of the Goose Girl retellings that I've read since then. I just like this story. Okay. She was born Anadori Caladra Taliana Isili, Crown Princess of Kildenry, and she did not open her eyes for 3 days. Okay, well, it's definitely a mouthful. Start off with that. Lots of hard names to say. So she was born under this name, Crown Princess, and she did not open her eyes for 3 days. I'll put it above Fortunately the Milk. And the last one for this list is The Dragon and the Stone by Catherine Butler. So this one, I'm trying to keep this pile from falling. This one it starts, Lily McKinley trudged into the house, plodded to the kitchen, and froze. It's not giving me much. It's giving me the character name, but there's really no urgency to keep reading. So I think I'm gonna put it below flunked. And here is the final list of what I think are the best lines in my middle grade favorites selection. Let me know which first line stood out to you and which one you think was the best. And also let me know, do you even read middle grade? And what is your favorite middle grade? As you can tell, I like fantasy, fun. Yeah, that's more so the style of middle grade I like. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!